Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Listen, y'all know I'm typically not the sentimental one of the team, right? Y'all know you can always depend on me to crack a funny joke in the most awkward time and make things even more awkward. You can always depend on me to give you a good little whipping whenever you need it, give you a good little fire underneath your butt. But I'm normally not the sentimental one of the team. However, sometimes I can be. Sometimes I can be. So I was outside this evening. My boys and my husband, they're all out there and they're tilling up the garden, right? We have a garden every year, every spring and summer. We absolutely love our vegetables. But they were working up the dirt, tilling the garden to prep it for next spring. Keep in mind it's October and it's fall. And it kind of got me in my little sentimental moment. We all have those sentimental moments sometimes. All right. It all happens to us. But I got to thinking. So, this event is all about planting the seed in your business, right? And I've absolutely loved watching everyone just come together and bring it to life, like seeing everyone's ideas. I want you guys to know for real that so many people look up to the wrong people for ideas. I know that some of you think you don't have good ideas to share. I've seen some people are like, oh, well, it's not pretty enough or whatever. But I want you to know that I have seen some of the most creative ideas in this group than I've ever dreamed up for my personal business. Okay. So anytime you guys have an idea, I really encourage you to step into that, and even though you might not think that it's great or it's good enough or it's pretty enough, do it anyway. Apply it to your business anyway. We all get in that thinking of, oh, is it going to be good enough? Or so and so could do it better. And then you just don't do it, right? But I really want to challenge you guys to stop doing that. Okay. So listen. So I found these little Pomifera tree seeds in my office today. They're literally Pomifera tree seeds. I had bought them, I think it was earlier this year, and I had mailed them out to some of my personally enrolled partners. And thinking about just how my husband's out there working in the dirt, tilling the garden, getting it ready for spring, I wanted to pull you guys in for a little sentimental moment. All right. So listen, these little seeds, you guys see them? This is where we all start. This is where all of our businesses start, is this little itty bitty, teeny tiny little seed, right? And whenever you first come in and you're a brand new partner and you're nervous and you're excited and you kind of want to vomit, but you kind of want to go tell everyone in the world about these products because you absolutely love them, you take a look at your business, which is just this itty bitty little tiny seed. And then you look at all of the other partners' businesses and you see that there's some that are seeds like yours, and then there's also some that's maybe 2 feet tall, right? Maybe there's some that's 7 feet tall, 7 feet tall. Maybe there's some that's 10 feet tall. And they've got these huge branches and they've got all of this fruit hanging from it. And then you look back at your seed and you're like, how am I going to take this to that? Right? And then you start to compare yourself and you start to say, oh, I can't do it. I can't do that like Meredith does. I'm not going to be able to do that like Kelly does. Oh, but Jessica's tree is huge and it's got all these branches and it's bearing all of this fruit. And then you start to think, oh no, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I don't know enough. I don't know enough people. I don't have enough followers, whatever it is. And then you start to doubt yourself. And you just can't imagine what it's going to take your business from this teeny tiny little seed to this huge tree that's bearing all of the fruit, right? And honestly, you guys, it's very simple. The things that you do to take your business from this tiny little seed to that huge tree are very simple things, but we just totally overlook them and we totally over exaggerate them. And we get in our heads and we're like, oh God, I can't do it, you know? And we make it so much more difficult than it is. So much more difficult. You know what it's going to take for these seeds to grow into a tree? It's going to take this little pot of dirt. I literally took this dirt from my garden. It is very fertile soil. So it's going to take this little pot of dirt. It's going to take some water, and it's going to take some light. And that's it. But here's the kicker. Here is the kicker. The day I put this seed in this soil, the day you plant the seed, the day you go live for the first time, or you sell your first Pomifera rose, or you show your face in your stories and you start to educate people about what makes these products so great, not by sharing a graphic, not by sharing just the before and after, not by doing the bare minimum, but by actually putting yourself out there, showing your face, learning about these products, teaching them to people, teaching people how to use them, teaching people what they're great for, teaching people what problems they solve, right? You put this little itty bitty tiny seed in this soil, and here's the kicker. We're going to cover the dirt, and nothing's going to come. Nothing's going to come. Nothing. And you're going to sit here, and you're going to look at it, and you're going to be like, I'm doing all the things. Why aren't you growing? But then you remember that you didn't water it for 2 days. Or maybe you put it under the grow light, because that's what I'm going to do. You put it under the grow light for 2 hours, and then you turned it off. And then you tried to pick it back up 3 days later, right? Do you know what's going to take this little itty bitty tiny seed to a tree? It's going to be consistency. That's it. It's going to be consistency. The tree's not going to shoot up overnight. You're not going to have this huge fruit tomorrow. And that is going to challenge you in ways that I cannot even begin to describe. It's going to take every bit of faith, every ounce of belief, every little ounce of confidence that you've ever mustered up in your body to keep going and keep watering it and keep it under the light every day and tending to it every single day whenever you don't see anything coming out yet. And you're just sitting there looking at it like, hello, are you gonna grow or nah, man? Right? And it gets so discouraging. And then to make it even worse, you're sitting here and you're watching your little, should have charged my phone. You're watching your little tiny seed, and then spring comes, right? Spring comes. Maybe it's grown a little bit by this point. Maybe you got a little leaf or two. But spring comes, and you look around, and everyone's trees start, or no, it's not spring, it's fall, isn't it? Fall comes. I think Pomifera trees produce in the fall. Is that right? Yeah, it is. It is right. We harvest in September. Okay. You guys get me, though. You look around at everyone else's trees, and they're full of all of this fruit, and you're like, look at my tiny little tree. It's so small. But then you forget that no matter how small it is, maybe it's like this tall, or this tall, or this tall, that you still took it from this tiny little seed, right? It's not about all of the things that you do in your business. It's about the things that you do daily, the things that you do consistently, right? The things that your bare minimum, the days whenever you have no creative energy left, you don't know what to post, you don't know what to share, you don't even know what words to use to follow up with the client. We all have those days, right? Those days you have a choice. You have a choice to not water it and not give it the light that it needs. And maybe you do that once, and then it gets easier to leave it alone, right? You leave it for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. And then you try coming back to it. And you know what you've done to your little seed in that amount of time, to your business in that amount of time? You've stunted its growth. That's all it takes. It's just inconsistency whenever you are planting a seed and you're trying to grow it up into a vegetable, a fruit, I don't know, a fruit tree, a Pomifera tree, whatever it is. And I want to say this too, y'all. We're having a moment, right? We're having a moment here. Do you guys know what happens whenever this little itty bitty seed? I got more in my hand. Whenever this little itty bitty seed, whenever it finally grows up into this tree that you could not imagine whenever you were a brand new partner, like you look, it's the tree that you thought, I will never be able to do that. My tree's never going to be that big. It's never going to have that much fruit. It's never going to be that successful, right? And you're going to look at it and you've put so much into this moment. You've put so much into this rank. You've put so much into this amount of personal sales, or this certain team amount, or this amount of followers, or whatever it is. You're going to look at it and you're going to expect this huge moment, like this, like light beaming down on this tree. It looks like an angel, golden light behind it. And you're going to look at it and you're going to go, huh, man, that's a nice tree. And then you know what you're going to do next? Do you know what you're going to do next? You're going to look around and you're going to say, all right, how do I make it bigger? How do I make it better? Right? And you're going to start comparing your tree again, like you done right in the beginning. Whenever your tree was a little tiny seed and you were just wanting it to grow a little leaf, you're going to look at your huge tree that is bearing so much fruit. You're going to look around at everyone else and you're going to say, now, how can I make it bigger? How can I make it better? You guys, let this be a lesson for you. This is the biggest blessing and the biggest curse of this industry. You can always make it bigger and you can always make it better. There is no ending point. There is no, once you get to BI 12, you're finally happy and you get all this money and you're living a life of luxury. It's not like that. There is no end goal in this industry. So what I'm saying is, however you decide to plant your seed, right? To grow your little seed into a business, into a tree, just make sure you're happy doing it. Make sure you're doing it in the ways that bring you joy. Maybe you are a social media maven and you love it. And you're like all up on the lives and you're all up on the stories and you're doing all the things. Maybe you're someone who this is not to be confused with assuming that you don't like something that you've never tried. Just want to throw that in there. But maybe you've done the social media thing. And you're like, oh, it's not really my happy avenue. I want to try something else. And you find that you are so powerful with that one-on-one connection in person. Go do that. Find the things that bring you joy in your business. What matters most is that you take care of it every single day. Be consistent. Planting the seed was and is still going on. This group's going to be open all through Fall-A-Day. But it's all about planting those seeds now so that you can reap the fruit later, so that you can reap the benefits later. We are in a compounding business, you guys. This is a 90-day business. If you don't have the results you want right now, you need to be looking at what you were doing 2 to 3 months ago. Man, that hurts. Man, that hurts me. That hurts me, right? It's a compounding business. You need to be planting seeds every day. If you want your business to grow, if you want it to flourish, you need to be planting and watering and giving the seeds the light that they need every single day. Share Pomifera with someone. Share what this business is doing for you. It doesn't have to be this big, crazy thing. I know so many people think that, they don't have enough to share because they're not to this rank yet. They're not making this much money yet. No, share it anyway, because there's someone who needs to hear it. Maybe you have amazing friends here. Maybe this company has brought you so much joy and so much confidence, and you just like being a part of something, right? Maybe you earned enough money to pay your mortgage. Maybe you earned enough money to go buy your favorite dang rug that you've wanted in your living room for years. Maybe you've earned enough money to pay your water bill, buy some gas, buy diapers, buy groceries, and not have to stress about it. You guys, share those things. Be planting those seeds every day. Do it every single day. Water, light, all of the things. And then whenever it's time, the fruit will come. But what so many people do is they plant the seed and they're like, I'm ready. And we sit there and we stare at it and we're like, when you gonna grow? And then we stop doing the things that we were supposed to be doing to get the seed to grow. Okay? Maybe we have so many different people in this. Maybe you are a brand new partner and you're coming into this like so excited, all hyped up, and you're feeling a little nervous. You're feeling a little discouraged. Plant the seed, okay? Plant your business. Water it every day. Give it light whenever it needs it. Tend to it whenever it outgrows its little pot. Put it into a bigger pot. Do those things every single day, or at least on a schedule that works for you. Maybe it's every other day. Whatever works for you. What's important is that you do it consistently. That's the key, you guys. Do it consistently. Do things consistently. What do you guys think? And then if you do those things consistently, you're going to have this huge tree with all of the fruit and all of the things. And you're going to be so happy looking back that you took the time to water it and give it the sunlight that it needed. But it starts, this is where it starts for everyone. Everybody. Fun fact, did you guys know that like however many bumps a hedge ball has is how many seeds it has? Super cool info. Anyway, what's important is that you do it every day. Push yourself, you guys. Do things that make you uncomfortable. Do things that make you want to throw up. You know, my first live video, this is no joke. I wish Facebook didn't delete it because it would be a treasure today. On my first live video, I had a lava rock necklace that I had drenched in lavender essential oils. I sat there on that live sniffing that lava rock. I was like, I was seriously the most awkward person. It's so cringy. It was so cringy. But I done it anyway. It terrified me. I was so nervous. I had someone tell me, I believe it was over the summer. Keep in mind, this was 4 years ago. But over this past summer, she reached out to me. This is not someone who's bought from me. This is not someone who has ever joined my team. But she reached out to me and she said, I remember whenever you used to go live wearing your lava rock essential oil necklace. I cannot believe how much you have grown. And that was the most humbling thing anyone has ever said to me. Your business is going to grow, but you're also going to grow. And I want to go as far as to say, the tree will actually be you. Does that make sense? This little seed is actually not your business, is you in relation to your business. Whenever you first come in this, maybe you're someone who you're shy and you don't know what you're doing and you're backward and you've never gotten on a live video in your life. Maybe you are terrible talking to people one-on-one. Maybe you've went through some things in your life, right? And you take a look at yourself and you're like, oh, gosh, there's no way I'll ever be able to be like her. I'll never be able to have her confidence. I'll never be able to have that pep in my step. I'll never be on that stage, which, by the way, I'm not saying it shouldn't be a goal, but all I'm saying is there's a lot better goals to reach in your business. I digress. But the more you water yourself, the more you give yourself some sunlight, you give yourself some grace, right? The more you grow yourself, you little tiny little seed, which is you, is going to grow. And it's going to, I'm not going to say it might, it's going to take time. You have to be patient. You all know how long it takes for a seed to germinate? It's actually not that long. Do you know how long it takes for a seed to grow into something that's like more than like a little itty bitty teeny tiny thing? Whenever you're planting a tree, it takes a really long time. Start planting your seeds now. If you want to reap the harvest, if you want all of the fruit, you need to plant it, water it, and give it some light. This is the same for you. And give it some dang time and grace. Okay? You guys with me? Fall day is coming. It's coming so fast. What you do today matters. It matters more than absolutely anything. I can tell you guys this because anytime and my team knows this, Meredith, maybe you can attest. Anytime I give trainings, I do it from personal experience. I don't train on things that I've not done myself. I have prepped for new product launches, and I also have not. I have been the person to do all of the things the weeks coming, in the coming weeks. I have also been the person to not do anything until the day of. Man, that was disappointing is all I'm saying. That was really disappointing for me because whenever I prepped and I planted those seeds early on and I started that, I started doing all of the things early on and really getting into prep mode, I was able to really reap a good harvest. But whenever I waited until the very last minute, and here's the thing, you guys, let me kneel down. I feel like I'm proposing. Here's the thing that I want to say too. You can't only water your seed and give it sunlight whenever someone tells you to do it. You can't wait for someone to tell you to do it. Because sometimes that time will never come. And then your poor little seed will be sitting there begging for water and light, right? And you're just like, when's someone going to tell me how to do this thing? When all you had to do is just pick up the watering can and give it a little bit of water. It's so simple, isn't it? But we think we got to do it perfect. But we think we got to know all of the things to get started. And we don't. Okay? You guys like my analogy? I was sentimental there for a moment. Doesn't happen very often. Fall day is coming, you guys. How are you prepping your clients? How are you prepping your networks? How are you getting them excited? Do you have a Holiday reminder list yet? Have you done that legwork? Have you went through your client base, checked in with them, which you should be doing anyway, but have you checked in with them and have you let them know, hey, we got 14 new products launching. Do you want me to write you down on my reminder list? Doesn't gotta be fancy. Put it on a piece of paper. If you want to get technical, you can make a Google form. Do that legwork. Start having those conversations now. So whenever fall day's here and all those products are revealed, you have people to talk to. Get in the DMs. My team's probably sick of me yelling at them. It all goes down in the messages, you guys. It all goes down in the one-on-one conversations. Yes, the posts are great. You've got to do them. You've got to do them. You've got it. I'm going to E3 you. Empower, entertain, or educate. That's how you sell these products. But you also have to make one-on-one connection with people. You have to talk to people one-on-one. Start doing that legwork now. Start commenting on non-partners' stories. Start commenting on non-partners' posts. Genuinely, for the love. Genuinely. Genuine comments. Start contacting your clients. Start asking your clients if they have any referrals. Hey, do you know anyone who's gonna need help shopping this year? Start making that list now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait until the day that Follow Day launches. You'll regret it. You'll regret it. Start now. Okay? We good, you guys? You guys got some value out of this. Hashtag value down below. Now I'm gonna go play some fun games and act like I don't know the answers. And I'm gonna go through this wall because you guys have been absolutely crazy sharing all of the things. And I'm soaking up all of these ideas like a dang sponge. I love ideas. That's what you guys should be doing too. You should be looking at all of these ideas and you should be saying, man, that's a great idea. How can I take that idea and make it even better? That's what we all do. There's a secret. There's a secret. Look around at what other people are doing. Grab that idea for inspiration and say, all right, this was an awesome idea. How can I make it mine? And how can I make it fit my brand, my network, my client base? And how can I make it better? That's what you guys need to be doing with all the content in this group. That is what this group is about, okay? Connect with each other, form friendships. Be the hype girl. Who's going to be the hype girl? I'm going to go downstairs and get my little greenhouse. And I'm probably going to miss this little guy. Got a mister over there. And we're going to put him under some light. And we're going to watch him grow. And then we're going to plant him outside. And then next spring, don't be surprised if I come back to this group with my little Pomifera tree, little tiny little thing, in my backyard, because it's going to happen. All right? I love you guys so much. I hope you're having so much fun in this event. It's been so fun for us. I'm trying to think this. I don't know where to put this. It's been so much fun for us, and we cannot wait to see what you do for Follow Day. All right, this group's going to stay open. Tammy's going to do a live here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you get on that. She is the definition of the hype girl between all of us. I'm a more technical one. Abby's the one who's just a big ball of fun. And Tammy's the hype girl. That's our friendship yep, that's it. So I love you guys so much. Keep posting on the wall. The group is open. We're going to keep it open till Follow Day launches. And then we're going to bring some more energy back in here. We're going to talk about what we're doing with these products. We don't know what they are. I wish we did. We're not favored. Okay? So we're going to be learning them with you guys. But I love you guys so much. I hope you're having so much fun.